Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Right. Hello everybody. My name is Imran and today I'm going to talk to you about electromagnetic spectrum. Oh, and if you see here, this is basically my physics book, EdXL International GCSE Physics. Yeah, I'll be using this, so if any information is wrong, this book. Right, let's do this. Electromagnetic spectrum is basically a continuous spectrum of waves, right? So either high or low length of waves, but they all share the most common things, which is they all transfer energy. So it's like, oh, you know what I mean? They're all transverse waves, and they all travel at the speed of light in a vacuum of 300 million meters per second. That's like a lot of zeros, guys. A lot of zeros. They can all be reflected, refracted, and diffracted. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, shall we? It's quite hot here, and heat is caused by the sun, and so with the sun's help, things can be created. So let's talk about microwaves, shall we? It's hot, so let's start with that. Microwave ovens, like we all know, as you can see over here. Yeah, microwave ovens normally helps us individuals or as a family to cook our meals, to make it hot, so that when we eat, it's not freezing cold. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? How it normally works is that the food would absorb when the microwave gives heat, and then the microwaves, when it gives off heat, it normally reflects around, so it bounces off again and again and again, so then throughout the whole food it's all being shared with the same heat. So as you see here, boom, right? They all have like a special electric circuit which helps the microwave to power up. Pretty simple once you see the picture that I see in the next thing. Right? You see it, right? Yeah. So normally the reflector, it sends the microwaves, as you see at the top left corner. It sends the microwaves in all directions, so then everything is all being shared. So how it's being shared? I bet you're asking this, isn't it? Is that there are metal screens inside the microwave, so if there's any problem, well actually there won't be any problem, right? Anyways, so there's a metal screen. Each time when the waves gives off heat, it goes amongst each other, sharing it. Right. So now we're gonna talk about the radio waves. So radio is pretty simple. As you can just imagine, a big line right there. That would be the transmitter, correct? Okay, so the transmitter would normally give off radio waves, and the radio wave normally would be caught by either the TV, you know, our place of watching our most favorite shows, I know, and also radio. The music's like coming in 3, 2, 1. Anyways, normally it could either be long, medium, or short waves on radio. So short waves could be hits.fm, long waves could be fly FM, since like no one uses it. Television and FM radios would normally use shorter wavelengths. It's pretty useful, especially when you're bored. Anyways, on to the next, the infrared. Yes, it's those things that normally, if you look close in this one TV, you could say it turns red to show like our heat signatures and whatnot. Right, normally our bodies or any objects would normally give off a red signature, red color basically, and sometimes yellow, depending on how hot we are. Normally it's what physicists, that's what people normally call them, would normally emit radiation. And how I would normally call it is just heat, but it's only, people would normally say it as radiation. Like I said, the more hotter the object is, then redder it is. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. Normally, if you imagine a toaster, bam. Imagine a toaster. It would normally give off infrared, so that the heat would normally give out, and then you can start to see all the red colors in the toaster. It's pretty simple. There, there, and there. So, there's in a TV, for instance, television, where yet again a source of place to watch. It would normally use remote controls. When you change each channel, different radiations would come out. I also want to give off the damage. Normally, if you are too exposed to too much radiation, there could be a cause for skin burn. And thank goodness I'm wearing sunscreen. As you can see, I'm turning white. On to the next, and that is VL, visible light. Yeah, I think you know what I mean. This is also part of the electromagnetic spectrum, and it's gonna help me to explain to you, because I think it's gonna be pretty easy for you guys to understand. It's basically things that we and I can only be seen. It's visible to only us. Well, not us, it's anything that eyes could see. Visible light is normally from lasers, and it can be read through compact discs. That's why, for instance, DVDs and whatnot. There also could be barcodes when we're in a shopping mall, when people have to scan it. Yeah, it's those things, as you can see in the next picture. Yep, those are barcodes. Since we're talking about light, I think we all know state Roy G. Biv. That is the 7 colors. R is red, O is orange, Y is yellow, G is green, B is blue, I is indigo, V is violet. Right, yeah, 7 colors. The person who found out about the 7 colors is none other than Isaac Newton. Yes, when he discovered that white light can be split up into 7 colors, like I said, Roy G. Biv. And there, all those colors yet again. Now we're gonna talk about ultraviolet light. I'll just call it UV to make it simple. Ultraviolet is normally given out by the sun. There's the sun. There's the sun. You can't see the sun, but you know, there will be another picture. Bam! Right there. Normally, the sun is really bright, and if you use only our eyes, our naked eye, to look at it, it can cause serious damage to our eyes. That's why we have these babies right here, spectacles, to block off most of the UV, so that we can like look at the sun if we wanted to. It's not like we should. There's also people would start to use sunscreen, because the sunscreen, like what I'm using right now, they could block the UVs and it doesn't cause suntan. And if you were tan so much you're gonna go red, then that would be really painful if somebody slapped you at the back. No joke. So some scientists believe that our Earth ozone layer is destroyed bit by bit, and what's causing this is basically all the pollution, factories, smoking, and also the cars' exhaust fumes. The scientists believe as more as the ozone layer is being destroyed, more UV is starting to enter our Earth, and that would cause increased heat for not just us, but it also destroys the ice caps, and polar bears would also be endangered. And that's about it. So, as I want to say that I think most of you would know what fluorescent tubes are. The UV light produces a stripe of special coating on the inside of the tube, creating it to start to glow. right? So it's 2 more, guys. It's 2 more. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about X-rays. You know what X-rays are? Well, let me just explain it first, so to see if you understand what it really is. So X-rays have more penetrative power than visible light, infrared light, microwaves, others for instance. And normally doctors would use it in the medical field because it can go through your skin up till the bone, so that it can detect if there's any fractured bones, which we or I did anything at the field. If I broke any leg bones or anything, it can just check if there is. Normally they would put you in front of a white screen, and then they would just shoot particles, small particles, which is able to go through our skin. And doctors are not the only people that uses it. In security checks, in an airport for instance, they would, you know that little box you see? The picture right there, there's a box there. Yeah. So normally also in the gate, they would normally use the X-ray to shoot at the bag or us, just to see if we're carrying any guns, because it is able to pass through any of our shirts. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about last thing, guys, gamma rays. Okay, it's similar to X-rays, however, they have more penetrative powers, and the waves are so small that it can enter our cells and cause damage. It may even cause cancer, for instance, but no, they won't cause you to become the Hulk. Nah, I'm just kidding. It will not cause you to the Hulk, no. But basically, scientists are now thinking of finding ways to use the gamma rays to try and kill cancer cells. And if this happens, but scientists are able to cure cancer in no time. And I think that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give a thumbs up down there if you want. Subscribe to my channel. It's like boom, right there. And also a thumbs up to Chaps Computing if you ever wanted to check theirs, right there. Or down below. Alright, see ya.